It's Bobby time here on TikTok Live. And it's Baby Bobby time. Baby Bobby Live. Baby Bobby Live says, how do you? Boo. Boo. Hey. Baby Bobby time. Baby Bobby time. And how are you today? What's going on? What's going on? TikTok Live. How are you? Mother fudgers. I happen to be sleeping in a paranormal room that has noises and hands touch me while I'm sleeping. People don't believe me, but 'tis late and it's true. Well, not 'tis late yet, but 'tis late later. Anyway, what's going on? How are you, babies? How are you, my children? What's going on? I am going to be 52 on September 2nd, but I have the mentality of now trying to give myself more credit than I deserve, but probably an 18-year-old. We'll go with that. Dang, does anybody want to join in? Must be my deodorant. Maybe it's time to change the oil. Yeah. What's going on? Baby time. Baby Bobby time again. Yay. Baby Bobby time. It's Baby Bobby time. Yes, it is. What's going on? What is going on with you? Hello, Maria66 joining in for the whole 10 seconds before you leave me. Hello, MZ Mini. Oh. I am a little intoxicated. Blame it on the mudslide. It wasn't my fault. J+S. Heart. Jane Cole. I don't understand why alcohol is supposed to be poisonous when it makes you feel so good. Okay, guys. Once in a while, but not all the time. We don't want to be shaking from jitters and have to be in detox once a week maybe, but not anymore. That's what I keep it at. No more than that. Gotta let loose. After the rat race of the government taking a fourth of your check, leaving you no happiness, no money to do anything but to let loose and have a little bit of small enjoyment of a small buzz. Once a week. so you don't become an alcoholic. Since it is poison to your body. But it is giving you temporary relief and a break from your real problems and stress. But you have to do it once a week so you don't become addicted. And you spend the other 6 days a week being miserable. Welcome in, Goozaroo and Dizaroo. I am drunk and my sight is blurry, so I'm sure I misread that. And I deeply apologize in advance. GZ Dunku. Got it right that time. Yay! JB, welcome in for the whole 10 seconds before you leave like everybody else. Welcome to Baby Bobby Johnson time. My name is so fake sounding, just like John Smith. It is the most fake name used, next to only John Smith in the history of names, from what I'm told. But ironically, somehow, just like Elvis Presley was somehow the chosen one, as he asked one time, why me? I sometimes ask, why me? It is an honor, as it was for him to be named Elvis Presley, as it is for me to be the one of many, I'm sure, but few, if you think about it, Bobby Johnsons. It's not even Robert, it's actually Bobby Johnson. My name sounds fake as hell, but it's actually Bobby Johnson. It's not even Robert. The rapper Q owes me royalties that I have not yet to see for using my name in his song, OG Bobby Johnson. I might add, that's a joke, because I do not want to be seen as being serious on that, of course, since there's about 10 other million Bobby Johnsons. No offense, Rapper Q. Just a friendly little joke. Welcome in, JB. Welcome in, Mad Cat. Welcome in, Tanya. Ooh, you got pretty eyes. Too bad Baby Bobby's too young for you. Of course, if you were Jeffrey Epstein, that wouldn't matter, would it? MDP95. Melissa Clark. Hello, hello. Yeah, underage doesn't matter to R. Kelly, P. Diddy, or Jeffrey Epstein, or other people. But it does matter to the law for the most part. But since Baby Bobby is Baby Bobby, we need to act accordingly. I'm not of age. Well, legally I'm 52, but mentally I'm like fucking 5. Just go with it. Okay, I confess. I had a little bit of mudslide and a double shot of 99 butterscotch bananas. Blame it on that. Or as Jamie Foxx would say, blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. Doug Hegman, welcome in. My contacts are a little blurry, but it might be the alcohol. Trust me, it's not all my fault. It is the alcohol. Blame it on the people who sell it, not me. It wasn't my fault. I bought it, but they didn't have to sell it to me. I'm just kidding, of course. Okay. Nesman606, welcome in for the whole 20 seconds before you leave. And think to yourself, what the hell was that? Christy. Hello, Christy. Sister Christy, oh, the time has come. And you know that you're the only one to say, okay. Where you going, what you looking for? You know those boys don't wanna play no more with you. It's true. Hello, Lost Amongst. Hello, Ashley Pike. Are you related to Christopher Pike, who wrote those beautiful yet somehow a little bit scary / thriller / teenage / maybe early teen, but not early, well, maybe early teens to early 20s, somewhat. Christopher Pike, early 20s, possibly Goosebumps, thrillers, horror novels. And if you are, I'm sure you're going to be very, very, very nicely compensated for his brilliant writing. Although he was a lonely man. And I quote from 1995, when my first wife decided to tell me these exact words. I like having sex. I just don't like having sex with you. Why do you want to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with you? You move out or I move out. Yeah. See, a lot of stuff stays up here. And eventually it does come out. Darkness always comes to light, doesn't it, Vanessa? That's what I thought. So, based on that, yeah. So, what I want to say is, yeah. In the end, only timeless matters. In the end, only time matters. In the end, only time matters. So what I was going to say was, in the end, or should I say, and I quote Linkin Park, in the end, nothing does really matter. Being twice divorced by two women who lied before God to be with me, I should know. And being out of a 9-year relationship of yet another woman who threw me away and discarded me like garbage, I should know. I'm sorry I'm not intelligent like the last guy you were with who was a piece of shit pedo who made more money. I'm not a pedo who makes less money, but I guess I'm not as good as him, am I? Go figure. Money, but I guess I'm not as good as him, am I? Go figure. That's sick, isn't it? Yeah, I thought so too. Just saying. Welcome in, Matthew. Welcome in, Martin Weenie. Welcome in, Bear. Welcome in, Monica Connolly. Welcome in, CJ Ale. You know what they always say? If you don't want darkness to come to light or the truth to come out, you don't bring in alcohol into the equation, do you? Huh. Didn't want that to come out about your ex, did you? Huh. Well, it came out, didn't it? As if you're going to do anything about it anyway. He makes more money, so... Oh, he's more important. Oh, me and Pete did this. Oh, me and Pete did that. Oh, me and Pete did this. Oh, me and Pete sat over there. We went to this hockey game together. Oh, me and Pete sat there. We went and did this. Oh, me and Pete swam there. We went to this event. Oh, me and Pete went there. I don't know about you guys, but if anybody touched my children, the last thing I would do is reminisce about them. You see why now that bitch is my ex, don't you? K. Ahmed, welcome in. Jim, welcome in. Yeah, I have had a lot of bad luck with women. And that's not even counting the 2 ex-wives that cheated. Bad luck with women. And that's not even counting the 2 ex-wives that cheated. Ha! Second wife kept my kids from me for 10 years. And the second... Let's see. Yeah, that was the second wife. Got Tyler and Madison back for the last 5 years. Although they hardly ever call or want to come around unless it's the birthdays or holidays. But, you know, that's what happens when they grow older. Baby Antichrist / Isabel. My baby / demon. Who I love more than anything also. Is, well, the same as Tyler Madison. Also owned me for 15 years for absolutely no reason, just because she believes Tina Johnson's lies of me being some asshole. When I have a clean record because I work at Scott Air Force Base, and of course, you know, I have done nothing wrong. They do a 50-state background check, by the way, so yeah, done nothing wrong. And this is the sick bitch who put 4 restraining orders on me on CaseNet, which caused one girl one time who decided not to meet me from Columbia, Missouri one time about 10 years ago because she said, I don't know who this Bobby Johnson is, but he's a badass mofo who has 4 restraining orders and I don't think I'm going to meet you. Not that I blame her because it did look bad, but I couldn't talk her into making her think that, hey, I am nice and this woman's crazy. So that cost me that relationship when I am not crazy and my ex is. Anyway, there goes that. That relationship when I am not crazy and my ex is. Anyway, there goes that. Let's just say I've had a long way and a hard way to go, my friends, my friends, my friends. As you know, as they always say, when darkness comes to light, and if you don't want light to reach the darkness, or the darkness to reach the light, you don't bring alcohol into the equation, do you? The truth shall be told at some point, shouldn't it, children? Now, this piece of shit Pete will, I'm sure, never be charged, as he will not become toward the law, as he should be. But it is being said by me anyway, because I choose it to be. I won't use last names because I'm just too damn nice. But I will say this. I've never ever had an ex or any woman I've ever been with reminisce of a memory of an ex who touched her children. That shit ain't normal. This is a woman who had more compassion for a man who did that to her kids because he made more money, and respected him more because of that over somebody like me who made less, who was nowhere near the monster that fucker was, because I never was a monster to begin with. At all. And would never do the things he did. At all. But made less money, so I was not respected the same. So a person who touched her kids, who made more money, was more respected than somebody like me, who would never touch any children, who never watched movies, who never touched me, who hardly ever had sex with me, who hardly ever kissed me, who hardly ever touched me, who hardly ever showed me respect, who hardly ever decided to work, who worked from home, who worked maybe 20 hours a week, if that, and decided to call off half the time, and actually had the audacity to move in her pill-popping friend who was hooked on God knows what and smoked pot 3 times a day, and decided also to call the police and decide to have so-called protection against some guy that she was so scared of that she had over the next day, and then act that she was scared. Protection against some guy that she was so scared of that she had over the next day, and then act that she was scared of and had over the next day, and act like she was scared of and had over the next day, and act like she was scared of and had over the next day, and act like she was scared of and had over the next day, and act like she had scared of but never had protection over her, and over the next day, and act like she was scared of and never got a job. And my girlfriend, who's now my ex, said that she doesn't have to do dishes because she does enough straightening around the house. But my ass, who worked all day and moved 15,000 steps a day and was exhausted from the heat or the excessive cold, was supposed to do the dishes, trash, and laundry. Interesting, huh? Which is why now I'm virtually homeless and staying with a coworker while I trade in my car by October and get my own apartment. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nice, huh? Still got my job, but you know what? I have my peace. And in the words of Mike Tyson, who one time had $400 million and had no peace. Some guy said, how could you be more happier in prison than when you had $400 million? He said, don't get me wrong. Some guy said, how could you be more happier in prison than when you had $400 million? He said, don't get me wrong. You don't go to prison to find happiness. It just happened with me. $400 million, his life was chaotic, and he had no peace. Some guy said, how could you be more established with having nothing than $400 million? With having nothing than $400 million. I said, well, my life was chaotic with $400 million. He said, with having nothing than $400 million. I said, well, my life was chaotic with $400 million. He said, but without that, and in prison, I had peace. He said, with $4 million, I had no peace. Without peace, life means nothing. You know what? Put down and collect what I gotta do to get my car and my stuff paid and keep me from going nowhere and show me no affection and no sex and no love and no compassion and make me feel like a scumbag piece of shit. I have peace and quiet now, and I have my sanity back. And you know what? In the words of Mike Tyson, who lost that money but was in prison, when he found that peace, I echo what he said. Material things don't mean shit when you don't have peace. When you don't have peace, and you have all those things, and you have smite, when you don't have peace. When you don't have peace, and you have all those things, and you have smite like a human being.